Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing our weekly throwback review for The Walking Dead. This one is for this week's Year of the Dead episode. This is for The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 12, Walk With Us. Alright guys, this is going to be doing another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a throwback review for The Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a throwback review for The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 12, Walk With Us. So, this was a really awesome episode to go ahead and do. I suggested a lot of Season 10 episodes this week, seeing how there were a lot of you guys that were kind of suggesting some Season 10 episodes. So I kind of figured, I was like, you know what? We'll just stack all the Season 10 episodes up together, and we'll see which one wins. So this week we had Walk With Us, which was the winner, which I was really, really happy about because I haven't revisited this episode in quite a while. So it was nice to be able to go back and watch this episode again. And, well, let's talk about the episode in general, and let's talk about what we had in this one. So, I thought this was a great episode. Honestly, yes, I'm going to say this was a great episode of The Walking Dead. I really think that they really put some effort into this one, and it was a really just kind of like, leaving off after last episode and the battle with the hilltop and everything like that, it really spills into this one in a really big way, and I think there's a lot of impact by the time you end the episode. I think there's a lot of really big events in this one. So let's talk about it from the beginning, and then we'll kind of give our thoughts. So the episode begins, and we're right back into the battle with Hilltop. Daryl and the others have come back into the walls, and obviously they are trying to stop the walkers and all of them from getting in. And you have a really cool kind of action piece to kind of start off the episode. You've got Eugene, you've got Lydia, who tells, Gamma that I'm never going to walk with Alpha again, and you've got some really, cool dialogue. You got like Daryl with the Morning Stars, he's kind of going through. You've got Judith, she has her first kill with that Whisper, and then Earl kind of, gets her to safety along with the rest of the kids, and everybody's just kind of fleeing, and, well, then we get Magna, who returns without Connie. So that is how the episode kind of begins. Now, okay, one flaw with this episode, I will say, and it's the same flaw that I had back in the day. I think that this battle is very anticlimactic. Like, the first few minutes of the episode is really good, and I guess I should kind of specify. The battle itself and what we did get was very well, it's very well done, but the amount that we got is really what I feel like lacks of this scene, because the action and, everything like that was very, very well, done, but you really are lacking when it comes to the amount of action and the amount, because right after the intro, we cut to the aftermath. And you can definitely tell that this is a budget issue, because obviously they haven't had to do this before. Usually in The Walking Dead, they show you the battle all the way through until the very last moment. I'm talking Too Far Gone. I'm talking, the battle. Hell, even the battle in Season 8, Episode 1, Mercy. Like, as bad as that, episode was at times, that battle was still shown all the way through, This battle just kind of felt like they kind of ran out of money, so they're just like, well, everybody's going to kind of flee, and that's how it'll go. And then, randomly after the attack, we're just going to have scenes where, Aaron is carrying like a Luke, an injured Luke, and it's just like, we have no idea how that happened, or we don't have any kind of context, So that is a major problem with this episode, but it's about the only flaw I have with it, because the rest is absolutely amazing. So you've got Negan in this one that has to then find more Guardians, and per Beta's orders, Beta will bring Lydia home to Alpha, as he promises her, and Frowny McTwo-Knives. So really like that as well too, like that nickname. I like how they finally brought that up, because that was in the Walking Dead comics, and they brought that back into the show. So that's really cool. And while we do get an interaction between Aaron and Negan, as he kind of sees him wearing the Whisper mask, and some walkers kind of interfere before Aaron gets a chance to kind of take a swipe at him. So yeah, they kind of have a bit of a standoff. And then let's talk about Gamma in this one. So Gamma is with Aaron and Kelly, who have escaped Hilltop as well too. And of course, Alden has Earl's kid, but he doesn't want Gamma around her, and Kelly with some convincing kind of says like, hey, maybe you can just give her a chance, that type of thing. And Gamma doesn't turn on them. She actually, as a matter of fact, saves Alden and Kelly before the Whispers show up. And she starts killing the dead, and she really gets in there, and then obviously Beta comes in and kills Gamma. But not just kills Gamma. She rips his mask off. He then fully kills her and is going to try to use her as a guardian. But, of course, the second she turns, Alden shoots Zombie Gamma and not Beta. Now, okay. One thing I don't understand from this, it's for story purposes, so I understand that you may want to, have Gamma be killed or whatever, so then Beta can get away. But the thing is, realistically, if you were Alden, you would have taken that opportunity to kill Beta. Kind of makes Alden look like an idiot. Not gonna lie, it kind of makes him look like an idiot. So, I don't know. That part was a little confusing to me, but like I said, still really dark scene and still a very gruesome, death for a character like Gamma. And I really like how she goes out sacrificing herself, for the people that she was against a few episodes ago. She ends up helping them in the end, and I could, really appreciate that. So you've also got Daryl, Ezekiel, and the rest. They're all kind of looking for the kids, and they go to one house. They're not there. They keep checking, and we then see the kids who have been saved by Earl. However, Earl in this one is bit. So Judith kind of has to deal with this and kind of has to be the one in charge because Earl is not going to make it, and Earl essentially tries to kill himself, but he doesn't get the brains. So he, obviously turns, and poor Judith, has to actually take care of it. So that was really sad. You've got Daryl that shows back up and, kind of checks to see if Judith is all right, that type of thing, and they get the kids back, and, everything seems to be, that it's gonna be okay. So that's really good as well, too. Now, let's talk about, as well, too, in this episode, you've got Negan in this one, who basically captures Lydia, and you're kind of wondering at first, okay, why is he doing this? And then by the end of the episode, he approaches, Alpha, and he says, the thing you've been looking for, I found it. So you get some pretty interesting dialogue between the two of them as they're kind of walking over there, and you're kind of thinking for a sec, is Negan really about to sacrifice Lydia like this? It kind of doesn't make sense. And, you get some dialogue with Negan and Alpha, which I thought was pretty interesting, about Lucille and, how Death set her free and stuff like that. And she wants Lydia to be free with her. So, you've got them that are kind of, walking through. They have small kind of dialogue scenes. The music is building up. You think for a second, Negan is fully, devoted to Alpha, and Alpha opens up the barn door, and you reveal to the viewers as well, too, and this was a really cool twist, that, he didn't lock her up into the same one. So I really like how they do it, because Lydia gets untied. She opens it, and so does Alpha from the other side, and it, seemingly, connects or whatever, but it's a different one altogether. And then she turns around, she's all confused, and swipe. That's the end of Alpha. So just like that, just like in the Walking Dead comics, and he holds her, and it's just like the comics. He holds her as she bleeds out, and she dies. Now, okay, one thing that kind of was a bit weird in this scene is Negan kissing her on the forehead, and how he actually almost was crying when he did this. I wasn't a big fan of that, just because in the TV show, obviously, and in the comics, but in particular the comics, Negan did that for Rick. He did that because he wanted to do it, because she was a threat. And in the TV show, they almost tried to play this angle that Negan actually liked Alpha. He actually cared about her. And seeing the things that Alpha does, I find it a little bit out of character that Negan would just, would love, Alpha, love everything she does, especially her treating of, children, and the way she operates, the way she runs her crew. I just don't understand why Negan would care about Alpha this much. I really don't. I don't understand why he would be emotional doing something like this. But then he delivers the head to Carol, and you find out that the person that let Negan out of the cell was actually Carol. So that was excellent. Absolutely loved that, and that's how the episode wraps up. So episode 12, yeah, it's a great episode. I think the deaths are shocking, in particular Gamma's and Earl's and Alphas for sure. Like I said, I think it's a really exciting episode. You've got the return of Magna in this one. You've got a lot of things going on. You got a cool, action scene at the beginning of the episode as well, too. Like I said, I only have the one big flaw with this one, which is how short the battle was. I think that really could have been improved, as well as Negan actually being sad that he had to kill Alpha. I think that is kind of a small problem, even though it's a cool scene. I think it's kind of a weird thing to add to that scene where I feel like they almost didn't need to do it. So it's a great episode. It's like a low grade for me. I think it's a really great one, and I think it's a really interesting kind of conclusion to the alpha portion of the Whisper arc, because obviously after this we get a few episodes with beta, but at least for alpha, I think this was a really, really, really cool exit, I would say. So anyway, let me know in the comment section below, what did you guys think about this episode? Walk with us after about 2 years, which is pretty crazy that it's been out for 2 years. After about 2 years of a release, how do you feel about this episode? Definitely let me know and write your comments in the comment section below. So of course, guys, if you're new here, make sure to click that subscribe button to know some of my videos for The Walking Dead. Follow Dan's Walk Review, subscribe, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon. And tomorrow for the review for the 100th episode of Fear the Walking Dead. Stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Fear the Walking Dead reviews. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.